So, good afternoon, everyone. Today, with us, we have Miss Umang Behl, who is a certified COVID nutritionist as well as a certified dietitian and who had been into this field for a long time now for the last 6 years. Today, we have the opportunity of her being here on our YouTube channel. And the motto for today was that to see that what all foods we have to take in the post-COVID situation when you have already suffered from the COVID and what nutrition you have to take. Nowadays, what is happening, people instead of taking the food items have now started to build their immunity and rely more on the medicines. So that is not the correct way and approach to rebuild your immunity which has been lost in the COVID. So to understand that what it is all about and to know more about the same, we have here with us Miss Umang Behl. Umang, over to you and welcome to you on the board.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Umang, you can start.
Okay. Yeah. Hi. I hope everyone is doing good. So today I'm here to share my knowledge with you all regarding the post-COVID, diet and how you can keep your lifestyle to keep you active and, promote your health. So let me first tell you that first point that you all have to keep in mind is if you have taken steroids during your COVID treatment, then you need to monitor your blood glucose level. It is very, very important to monitor your blood glucose levels because after taking steroids, blood glucose shoot up. So you need to monitor your diet according to that. Like if I say, if you were diabetic earlier, then you need to be more precautious. Or if your, blood glucose level is going high, then please keep these things in mind. You can note it down. First, avoid vegetables which are rich in starch. Like you need to avoid potato, you need to avoid arbi, you need to avoid sweet potato, you need to avoid pumpkin. So totally avoid these vegetables. Avoid rice, avoid avoid maida products, any, like burger, pasta, Maggie. Do not take these items. And in fruits, totally avoid mango. I know it's the season of mango, but still you need to keep your health on the track. So avoid mangoes, avoid lychees, avoid grapes, avoid chiku, avoid banana, avoid custard apple, which is sharifa, avoid melon, can be taken in moderation like once or uh, twice in maximum 10 to 15 days time gap. Okay, so these things need to be kept in mind for the diabetic thing if your blood glucose levels are going high. Now, on general, if I talk about, then yes, for the recovery, you have to take high protein diet. If you want faster healing and recovery, then you need to take high protein diet. So, if you are non-vegetarian, take chicken. You can have red meat, which is very good in iron content, but taken to be in moderation again. You can take eggs. You can take like being vegetarian, you can take paneer, you can take tofu, you can take dal, you can take sprouts, include milk in your diet. Do include these protein food items daily at least twice in your meal, which is very, very important for your faster recovery. Secondly, you need to monitor your water intake. You need to take ample amount of liquid so that the infections get out of your body as soon as possible. And yes, do take coconut water. It really helps a lot to keeping your electrolyte balance. If you are not diabetic, coconut water twice a day. Else, you can avoid it. You can take buttermilk, you can take lime water, you can take like jeera water or jeera join water. So keep your water intake good. Now, I would like to ask Mr. Nitesh if you can ask any question, specific question.
Yeah, sure. My first question is like, what is to be done with regard to vitamin C? Because when we have seen certain doctors speaking on the post-COVID situation, so people have started taking this Lim C tablets and the other immunity boosters which are coming in the advertisements in the TV. So people have went on to those. So is it too good to go on that in view of the warnings being given by the doctors that excessive intakes of those tablets would also suffer your kidneys and intestine? So in lieu of that, so how can we supplement the vitamin C by way of a food? Over to you, Umang.
See, and if I talk in terms of supplements and specifically vitamin C, then definitely it is very important for our body. But immunity is never built overnight. If you say ki, if you think today ki you need to build your immunity and you can build it in just 3, 4, 5, 6 days, no, it doesn't happen magically. It needs time. So, first of all, try to complete all the nutritional things from the diet itself. Like vitamin C, you can get it from various like citrus fruits. Include lime in your diet. You can, squeeze lemon on your salad. You can have lime water, or you can have shikanjavi also. Include orange, include mosmi, include pineapple, which is a really good source, and include amla. If you make green chutney at home, you can put amla in that. So these food items really help a lot. And in vegetables, if I talk about, then include broccoli, include Brussels sprouts, and include bell peppers, include mushrooms. These things naturally help a lot to build immunity, being rich in vitamin C, being rich in vitamin A, and being full of antioxidants, which are really good for your health. If required, then definitely take supplements, but do not take without consulting your doctor.
Thank you for the answer, Ms. Umang Behl. The other question which has came into the mind of our viewers was with regard to that post-COVID situation. We have seen there is a lot of laziness and body aches. People have been suffering and complaining. Though the doctors have been saying that you need an month to overcome this, but are there any ways by way of food supplements by which we can overcome this laziness and the body aches and pains?
Yes, definitely. Diet plays a very important role in this thing. So, in diet, you need to do moderations, you need to add things. Like, if I give you few examples here, first of all, add turmeric, especially if you can get kachi haldi. It is easily available with vegetable vendors. So include haldi milk in your diet. You can take it before sleeping, which is very good in relieving pain and for the immunity boosting. Secondly, include ginger and garlic in your cooking. It is very, very important. It has antiviral, anti-inflammatory properties and helps again in boosting immunity and for the pain. Or you can take also ginger water also you can take separately and squeeze little lime in it after boiling. It will also give very good results. And other thing which helps, take good quantity of fruits which are natural antioxidants. Now you can take cherry, you can take berries, which are really very, very good for your health. So take that. And one recipe I can share with you all. It's very, very effective. I give to my clients who suffer from, like arthritis, pains, also severe body ache. It helps a lot. So you can note it down. It's called methi turmeric ginger powder. What you need to do, you need to take same quantity like 50 grams of methi seeds, 50 grams of turmeric, powder, and you can take half of powder once a day. After 1 week of days, you can increase it to twice a day, and you will definitely see magical results with it.
Thank you for so much for this recipe. I think this would be wonderful for our viewers and would become the medicine for pains and aches.
Yes,
So
definitely.
the next question we have is that post-COVID situation. We have
Mm.
seen, and since I have also myself suffered from this, so what has happened during the early days of COVID when we are suffering from it, we lost our smell and taste. So what has
Mm.
happened the moment it start coming back, the
Mm.
moment we start having the smell and taste back, the intensity to eat more starts. So that
Mm.
leads to the eating more and eating whatever comes to us, and that has been lead into the fatty situation. So what can we intake at different intervals to avoid this situation, Umang?
Yes. So to avoid overeating, first of all, include fiber in your diet, which creates bulk and gives you satiety also. So for that, you can have a full plate of salad before your meal. That will avoid overeating. Like before having lunch or dinner, take a full plate of salad. It can be a small onion with one tomato and cucumber. As simple as that, or you can include bell peppers, you can include lettuce, you can include spring onions. Okay, but do take salad. It is very, very important. Secondly, stop binging on the things which are fried or preserved, like having chips or namkeen or roasted, or fried snacks. Do not take that. Instead, you can binge on roasted makhanas. Again, do not roast them in ghee. You just can microwave them, or you can just roast simply in kadai and put on black pepper powder and black salt on them. You can have roasted chanas, which are again very good in nutritional value. Okay. And major thing nowadays, what happens, everyone is so busy in their lifestyle that one eats while watching TV, or while playing games, or while being on laptop, or while being on mobile. Totally put a cross on it. It is very, very important that when you eat food, just eat your food, feel your food, and eat your food. Because if you are watching TV, if you are busy on mobile, you won't ever know then when your stomach is full. Your stomach would be full, but you are still eating because your mind is somewhere else. It's not involved in the eating that you are doing. So it's very important that when you eat, feel your food and eat it, and yes, chew it properly. It definitely helps in avoiding overeating. And again, keep your liquid intake really good. It is very important. Being summers here, so keep your water intake to 3 to 4 liters daily at least. And it can include coconut water also, buttermilk also, lime water also. All these things can be included. And yes, do take green tea, which is very important and plays good role in your diet, gives you boosting energy and have antioxidant value. You can take green teas 1 to 2 times a day. Do not exceed them.
So yeah, what is more important that what to take, how to take, and how much quantity it has to be taken. So very well explained in that regard also. So now I need from you that for our viewers, if you can tell certain food items which are good in vitamin A, C, and D, because generally during the post-COVID, these vitamins
Hmm.
told to be that those has got saturated from the virus, and since
Yeah.
we have got labs, we need it through the food items as we don't want to go into the medicines. So, Umang, in that
Yeah,
regard, if you can throw some light.
yeah, sure. So if I talk about first vitamin A, so vitamin A you can get from yellow and red fruits and vegetables. So first carrot, which is a very good source of vitamin A in terms of beta carotene. Include that. Include yellow and red bell peppers in your diet, again, which is really good source. You can include cheese, but again, definitely in moderation. Include green leafy vegetables in your diet, like you can have spinach, you can have methi, you can have sarso. Include these things for vitamin A. If I talk about vitamin C, so vitamin C, as I explained earlier, also you can take citrus fruits in your diet. Take amla, take lime. You can take oranges. You can take quinoa. You can take kiwi. You can take pineapple. And in vegetables, again, broccoli, bell peppers, mushrooms are really good source of vitamin C. Now, if I talk about vitamin D in vegetarians is less in terms of food. You need to have, eggs and especially the yolk. You can have red meat. You can have liver. And again, the main, as everybody I guess knows, the main source of vitamin D is sunlight. So I know it's scorch heating outside, but do take at least 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight daily after 10 a.m. You can 10 to 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. would also work, but do expose yourself to sun for 10 to 15 minutes daily, which is very important. And you can get your test also done for vitamin D. If it's very low, you can take supplements. There is no harm. You just need to take vitamin D supplement once a day, and you can also consult your doctor for the same. And for vitamin D absorption, do keep one thing in mind, that you need to take foods which are good in magnesium, because then it helps in absorption, good absorption of vitamin D. So it's good to take banana in moderation. You can take nuts and seeds, like you can take almond, you can take walnut, you can take pumpkin seeds, which will again help in fulfilling your nutritional requirement as well as converting your vitamin D in your body.
Thank you so much for giving us these nutritional value as well as the food items which we can intake and boost our immunity having these vitamins and sources. Yeah, naturally in this busy times and busy lives, we all forgotten that there is a free and natural vitamin D which is available to us is the sunlight, and we do not expose
Sunlight.
us to that.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
a very
very
important
important.
part which you have told, that at least 10 to 15 minutes in a day we should go and expose
Yeah,
ourselves to the sunlight. And in the
yeah,
later part of the post-COVID, sometimes the reports have been seen in this regard that people are having the weaknesses and they have the
yeah,
vitamin D. I think that's the main reason that they don't go and expose themselves in the sunlight and sitting entirely in the rooms which do not have the sunlight.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Taking you to the end of this session, Umang, and taking so much time from you, the last question which we have is that how to come back is in the same position as we were in the pre-COVID situation, as our body was, as our fitness was, because the post-COVID situation has
Mm.
undergone dramatic changes and advices being given by the doctors also, and taking of those medicines has reduced the fitness of the body. So for increase those fitness levels, being especially being the sports person, especially being the persons who used to go to the morning walks or the gymming persons, what they
Mm.
should increase in their diet or food items so that they may come back in the same position as they were earlier to suffering from the COVID.
See, definitely it will take time. It can take more time depending upon every individual case to case, that what are the medical issues, how was the severity. Again, whatever things I have told, you have to keep in mind: taking high protein diet, including fiber in your diet, taking care of all the nutrition like magnesium, even zinc, iron, calcium. So you need to take a balanced diet and you need to have a holistic view of everything. It's not just the diet. Yes, diet being the major role here, but your sleep patterns, your food habits, the time, the frequency of food that you are taking, the physical activity that you are doing. So everything needs to be kept in mind while, if you want to go towards that fitness. So you need to manage everything accordingly. You need to keep your water intake good. You need to take care of everything in the diet. Like if I talk, uh, like I have talked that you need to take high protein, you need to take vitamin A, you need to take vitamin C, you need to take vitamin D, you need to take iron also, which is very, very important because you do not want your hemoglobin levels to go down or iron levels to go down because if they are low, they also lead to fatigue, nausea, and dizziness. So do keep a check on iron also. It is very important. And yes, if you want custom, it also depends upon case to case. So better just don't follow anyone blindly. If you have any kind of medical issues that need to be taken under any expert, just don't Google everything. Google being the god of everyone nowadays. So because it can tell a headache as tumor. So totally do not rely on Google, please. Always take an expert advice and yes, do also ask them that what are their qualifications so that you do not fall as a prey for anyone.
Thank you so much for this session, Umang. I think this was a wonderful session. And in the nutshell, if I'll conclude whatever you have stated today, that a balanced diet is more important rather than having
Yes,
eating one particular food item to increase or gain any particular vitamins, minerals, or immunity in your body. And immunity is one thing which would be coming to you over a period of time, and it's not one day's game or hours or weeks. So,
yeah,
taking of the balanced diet is the key and success to fight the post-COVID situation and to overcome whatever nutrition lacks you have got during the suffering of that virus. And moreover, thank you, Umang, for your time. And we are blessed
thank
to have
you.
you today with us. And yes, another important thing which you added in the last, we being also the professional, that the people, the viewer should not fall into the false trap of Google.
Yeah,
Actually, always go to the expert advice, go to them, spend some nutshell from your pockets. They are not very expensive and you will get the best of the advice. So, Umang
definitely.
Behr is also running Foods for Life at Shalimar Bagh. So whosoever want personalized diet plans or other things, they can very well contact her. We will also provide the same in the link. And thank you. And we are done with this session and hope that our viewers will feel very good to see this session to have the post nutrition value, what they want to take in the food items through this session. Thank you, Monk. Thanks a lot. We'll love to have more such sessions with you.
Pleasure is always mine. Hope everyone is safe, stay inside, and yes, definitely eat healthy and feel good.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.